During a recent episode of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, an unexpected firestorm ignited when journalist and political commentator Ezra Klein joined the host for what was supposed to be a thoughtful discussion about technology and politics. Initially lighthearted, conversation quickly spiraled into a fiery exchange when Elon Musk and Donald Trump became focal points of their dialogue. Colbert, known for his sharp political wit, had barely introduced the topic when Klein's pointed analysis set the stage for a collision of perspectives. Asterisk. Klein began by expressing concerns about Elon Musk's growing influence over public discourse and technological ecosystems. He cited Musk's ownership of X, formerly Twitter, his flirtations with political extremism, and the increasing alignment of his personal brand with right-wing ideologies. Klein argued that Musk wasn't merely a tech mogul anymore. He was becoming a dangerous political actor. Colbert nodded initially but maintained a more nuanced view, noting Musk's undeniable achievements in space exploration, EV technology, and artificial intelligence. Asterisk things turned tense when Colbert attempted to defend Musk's contributions to progress, suggesting that innovation sometimes comes with eccentricity. Klein interrupted, visibly irritated, and questioned why eccentricity should excuse erratic behavior and reckless social commentary. "We've normalized chaos in the name of genius," Klein said, raising his voice just slightly. Colbert leaned back, eyes narrowing, and countered with his signature smirk, "Or maybe we've villainized genius, just because we don't like his Twitter jokes." Asterisk, the studio audience, usually on Colbert's side, seemed unsure how to respond. Laughter was scattered, awkward. Klein leaned forward and pivoted to Donald Trump, drawing a comparison between the two figures. They both operate through disruption. He stated, "They both manipulate media narratives, troll their critics, and build loyalty through grievance." Colbert scoffed at the comparison, visibly disturbed. "You're putting a man who tried to overthrow the U.S. government in the same category as the guy who sells flamethrowers?" Asterisk Ezra didn't flinch. "I'm comparing their tactics, not their crimes," he replied. "But if we keep idolizing billionaires just because they make cool cars, we're missing the structural damage they cause." Colbert fired back, "So, what's the answer? Ban billionaires? Cancel anyone with a rocket?" The tone had shifted dramatically. Gone was the playful banter typical of Colbert's interviews. This was personal, intense, and unfiltered. Asterisk, the tension peaked when Klein accused mainstream media, including shows like The Late Show, of giving Musk and Trump too much airtime, inadvertently legitimizing their platforms. "Every time we joke about Trump or Musk, we amplify them," Klein said. "You're not mocking power, you're feeding it." That struck a nerve. Colbert leaned forward, fists slightly clenched. On his desk, "You're on my show, accusing me of enabling fascists," he said, half smiling, but clearly incensed. Asterisk, Klein didn't back down. "I'm saying satire can be a double-edged sword. It informs, yes, but it also desensitizes." The audience was now silent. No music, no punchlines, just an electric standoff between two intellectuals grappling over where influence ends and irresponsibility begins. Colbert stood his ground. "My job is to hold people accountable through comedy. That doesn't mean I'm complicit, that means I'm awake." Asterisk, the argument continued, pivoting into how tech moguls like Musk have become unaccountable empires unto themselves. Klein pointed out how regulatory agencies have failed to catch up and how fanboys on social media enable dangerous narratives. Colbert, while agreeing to some degree, defended the principle of individual innovation. "We can't paint everyone." With the same authoritarian brush, he insisted, asterisk eventually. Colbert tried to lighten the mood with a quip, "Well, at least Musk hasn't started a political party." Yet, Klein didn't laugh. Instead, he pointed out Musk's growing political influence through donations and digital manipulation. "He doesn't need a party. He has algorithms," Klein said flatly. The line was chilling and even Colbert seemed rattled. Asterisk, commercial break couldn't come soon enough. The producers hastily signaled from behind the cameras, and Colbert awkwardly transitioned to a sponsor plug. When the show returned, the tone had visibly cooled, but the damage had been done. Twitter was ablaze within minutes, with hashtags Like hashtag Colbert vs. Klein and hashtag Musk debate trending. Asterisk backstage sources reported that Colbert and Klein had a brief, closed-door conversation after the show, neither one willing to apologize. Staffers described the vibe as icy but professional. Both camps released statements the next morning, praising civil discourse but standing by their views. The segment, uploaded online, racked up millions of views in just hours. Asterisk critics from both the left and right weighed in. Some praised Klein's courage, others called him sanctimonious. Colbert's defenders said he handled a difficult guest with dignity. His detractors said he got too defensive. Regardless, the debate reopened national questions about tech power, media complicity, and the fine line between commentary and complicity. Asterisk in the days that followed. Musk himself tweeted a sarcastic response to the segment, simply writing, "Steven and Ezra should start a podcast. Call it Triggered. Trump, not one to miss an opportunity." Retruthed a clip with the caption, "Two lefty elites arguing about who hates me more sad." Asterisk the viral clash between Stephen Colbert and Ezra Klein became more than a headline. It became a cultural moment. It showed the limits of polite TV discourse in a time of deep political division and hyper-polarized figures. As America watched, two of its smartest voices argue in real time. One thing was clear: the battle over truth, influence, and accountability is far from over. Asterisk.